I'm Still Here. I'm Still Here is the brand new, I guess it's a Brazilian film, starring Fernanda Torres. Um, and this is one of the films that is nominated for Best Picture of the Year for the Oscars. And I saw it at the cinema. And I don't know if I just missed this at the beginning of the film, but I didn't realize until the very end that this is a true story. So, what is this film about? A mother is forced to reinvent herself when her family's life is shattered by an act of arbitrary violence during the tightening grip of a military dictatorship in Brazil, 1971. So, this film was great, I have to say. This film was great. It's a bit of a slow burn, and I have to admit, at the beginning, I was like, I don't really know what this film is kind of about. It's just a family swimming around at the beach and just kind of living their own family life, and it didn't really seem to get going. But it's got one of these things where before you know it, the film has kind of got going and you didn't quite realize it because it's all just sort of, yeah, it's Brazil. It's just life in Brazil. Here's the mom. Here's the family. She seems to have so many kids for some reason. She's got like, it feels like she's got about 8 kids, and they're all young. And one's going off to England, but there doesn't seem to be like any moment where the gear shifts into a real film. And the dad's, I guess, got some kind of job in the government, or at least he used to. And these guys come and they say, yeah, we need to have a deposition. So he leaves, sort of says goodbye to his family. And before you know it, you realise you've witnessed what can only really be described as some sort of kidnapping. And this family, who are just sort of really just living their normal life, in a very, very kind of relaxed, sort of subdued way, have been completely terrorized and overrun by the military. It's just these men who very casually, just around the house, sort of close the curtains, and the sense of threat just starts to build and build when we realize the dad ever coming back? And then the mum goes because she's needed, and then we follow the mum, and she's like in a prison, and I don't know if she's there for a few days or a few weeks or even a few months. I have no idea. And you're like, what's happening to the kids? And it's like, hold on, the government have just inserted themselves into this family's life, into their house, literally into their house, taking the dad. He's gone, and like they were expecting him to be back in just a couple of hours. The mum's gone, and then she finally gets released and she's back with the family, and it's like this, we start to have the realization that I think the government just has actually just killed the dad, and he's gone forever. He's never coming back for political reasons. And it's this real slow realization. It's this real gradual feeling of threat in this film, and it's wonderful, like, because there's never this huge sort of kidnapping scene or a torture scene or like a shouting scene or like a huge crying scene, where's my dad? It's just like a gradual realization over months and months and months and months of like, I guess our dad's dead, and these guys, like these spies, these soldiers, I guess they're just gonna eventually leave, and that's it. Like, nothing. We're nothing. But this family is still here. That's why it's called I'm Still Here. And this mum decides to take it upon herself to get a law degree, to fight back and have some form of acknowledgement of what the hell just happened, because it was so sneaky and gradual. Like, the kids were still allowed to sort of go to school and come back, and it was just like, what is this? This is broad daylight insanity that's just happened. But it's happened so sort of casually. And that's even more scary. Like, the threat is even more scary. It's like they can just sort of really casually do this. And it's really realistic. It's just this, like I say, a real slow realization that, oh, your dad's been murdered. Like, I don't know how long it took them to realize this, but it feels like over the course of months and months and months and months and months, maybe even a year. And then they move out of their house, but they want to have a photo. This is really important. They want to have a photo to be like, let's just have a photo of us as a family without our dad here, as some form of evidence that where the fuck is our dad? Like, where the fuck is the husband? Because he's gone. He's just absolutely gone. And the photographer says, can you look more serious? Can you look more, I guess sad or something? And the mum says, no, we're going to smile. Because this idea of smiling is so important in this instance, because it's like, if this photo gets published on some sort of magazine or newspaper, the government know what they've done. They know they've taken this man away and killed him. If we smile, it'll be more of like a middle finger to the government. Like, we're still here and we're not going to be silent about this. So let's smile for the camera. It's like a real act of defiance, the smile. The smile is so important. And that's a big thing that she always sort of seems to tell her kids. And it runs through. So we follow her whole life as she gets like a law degree, does all this humanitarian efforts and stuff. And we follow the kids as they all grow up. And it's this huge, like, sort of momentous sort of film. It's a huge film. It spans almost like what's that film called? The Brutalist. But The Brutalist really shoves that in your face, the giantness of The Brutalist. It's really like, this is a big story. This film is like so subtly casual about how giant it is, because we follow her until she's an old lady of Alzheimer's, and like, yeah, it's a beautiful showing of acting from her. It's about finally getting that death certificate, that acknowledgement that something has happened to their dad. It's never falls into melodrama whatsoever. It's very, very sort of delicately done, and I have to say the acting is incredible, and she really deserved, Fernanda Torres really does deserve to win, or she did deserve to win that Golden Globe that she won. She was fantastic in the film, and she could definitely put up a bit of a fight for the Oscar, if I'm honest with you, because it's an understated performance, but it's just as fierce as Mikey Madison is in Anora. It's just as fierce as Demi Moore is in The Substance, but she does it with so much poise. And I don't know, it really captures you. The poise, the straightened back, the I'm not gonna cry, I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna do this with integrity, and it's really, really outstanding, really, really great. That film is wonderful. If I'd seen it last year, it would have been in my top 10 of the year, I reckon. Just a wonderful, wonderful film. I do love Brazilian cinema. Obviously, what's it called? City of God is one of the best films ever. But yeah, this was just great. Great film. Sort of really slowly lures you into just this threatening feel, and then we follow this woman's life as she, with poise and integrity and self-respect, and slowly gets her job done. It's great. So just good luck. Good luck for the Oscars. I hope it wins International Film of the Year at least.